About a lifetime ago, working on an allocation of 70, camel trains used to haul through Kalgoorlie. Sometimes they'd have to do a U-turn, which explains why Hay Street and many others in this town are so wide. The camels are gone, of course, but Hay Street, the brothels, they're still there. As a street of paid for pleasure, its reputation probably exceeds the facts. That's how folklore is made. Especially now, this rather tired section of Kalgoorlie, arguably the biggest tourist attraction in the town, has only 4 houses. But what's happening to Hay Street now? Will this place that's so officially unofficial have to close up?
Well, they made High Street dead. You can fire a cannon down and you wouldn't need anybody.
But how have they made Hay Street dead?
By only having one door open. Where before the men can come and look and pick the girl who they want and then come in and talk to her. If they didn't like it, they went to another one. Now there's only one girl, the madam mainly, on the door, and they're too shy to pass the madam or the girl to change. So therefore they don't want to run into their brother or their brother-in-law or whatever, and they don't come in.
Which they would do presumably if they had to come in and sit around.
No, when they come in there, they see everybody all at once. When they leave, they see everybody. They see the men standing there, they see the men coming in.
But in the old way, they each had an individual...
Each had an individual door, and they come in individually, and nobody seen anybody. It was all discreet.
So it's not really a question of sort of choosing which girl you want to be with for the time. It's a question of not being seen by everybody else in the town. Is that what it is?
That is one reason, and the other reason is that the men like to change because they're not married to the girls. So they want to change, and they don't want to see the one who they've been in with last week.
Do you think that there is any intention to get rid of this area?
No.
Well, let's look at the other way. If business is so bad,
that's right.
How much longer can you keep going if business is bad? Wouldn't the end result still be that you would move out?
Yes.
How close are you to that?
Well, $300 rent a week and no trade, you can't survive very long.
What would you do?
Move out and go somewhere else and start there again. As I cannot afford to leave because I got a writ for tax for $53,200 to pay. So I have to go and move house and start somewhere else because on a normal wages I'm never able to pay for it.
Do you think there's any competition between the brothel keepers here, and maybe you're being edged out by a rival or anything like that?
Definitely.
You do?
Definitely.
Why do you think that, Irene?
Because I got 1 week's notice given.
Already?
On Tuesday, after the court processions.
You have been given 1 week's notice?
Mm-hmm.
And presumably the person who gave you the notice is what, a rival?
Yes.
So now that you have this in your hand, are you going to take any notice of it or what?
Well, I'll have to wait till it goes through the proper channels.
Do you want to leave Kalgoorlie?
No, definitely not. I put too much time. I've been here 3 years and 8 months. I hardly had a holiday. I hardly seen my son. And I nearly never had a break in 3 years and 8 months. And I worked very hard, one way or the other. I never worked at the front until just recently because there wasn't enough girls and not enough. The money has dropped in town generally. So I started to work to keep up my payments. And now with that episode, I worked before only, I had done the cooking and cleaning and everything. And well, I put all my money into the place. If I'm going to leave, I'm going to end up bankrupt.
Or what do you see the brothel's position in relation to Kalgoorlie? Do you think you're doing a service? Do you think you're welcome? Do you think the townspeople want you or what?
I think the townspeople want us, yeah.
What evidence do you have of that?
The only place I ever been in Australia I went to, and they know where you're from, and they don't hold any grudges, is Kalgoorlie.
So they know that you run a brothel, and everybody regards you as what, a businesswoman?
In Kalgoorlie they do.
Yeah.
You go out of Kalgoorlie district, they don't. But in Kalgoorlie, the people take you as you are, as you're the next person.
Even the police?
even the police. You do the right thing by them, they do the right thing by you.
Despite the fact that prostitution is not legal?
Despite the fact.
Does it ever seem a little bit contradictory to you that you can operate, well, up till now, so openly when prostitution is not legal?
Yeah, but that's up to Parliament, isn't it, to change?
You don't
Not
feel
to
as
the
if
police.
You're not breaking the law or anything in your eyes?
No. I'm not breaking the law. How can I breaking the law? In the book it says you're breaking the law because prostitution is illegal. But you're getting taxed on it. And you get, like the newspaper said, you top rate tax and fifth rate citizen. Now I didn't write that and I didn't tell that story. But
that's the way
that
it
hit
is.
the nail on the head.
To be sure, Irene and the others in Hay Street have support in the town, so much so that one madam intends to defy the police and open tonight in the normal way. For his part, Superintendent McGrath declined to be interviewed on film, but he did say that the police didn't control illegal operations. They simply tried to contain them to stop escalation. He also denied any intent to close down Hay Street. Meantime, anyone for 2 Up?